I am Nacho Cardinals, and I am the Program Manager of International Finance and Control. I want to shortly tell something about what makes studying at Fontys Venlo very special. We have 3 focus points. So first of all, we are a very international business school, which is also in the name. We have students from approximately 50 different backgrounds. You also see that in the flags on the terrain. We also have a very international staff, and that really prepares students also for working in the international working field, getting connections internationally and networking already to get a job afterwards. On top of being very international, we're also very personal. Our lecturers know you as an individual. You're not a number. We have small classes, and you are with the same students also in a group for multiple years. And maybe what is most important is the practice orientation. So as of the first moment that you start at Fontys International Business School, you work in projects together with the working field. And that working field is either located in this region or on a more international scale. Every theoretical course that you get is then immediately implemented in practice. So you see, okay, if I learn this in theory, what does that mean for business life? And that's good for your knowledge, but also for your skills development, networking capabilities, and becoming ready to start after your study program.
My name is Micheline. I am the second year International Finance and Control English stream. I have chosen Fontys Venlo because it has English stream. It has the finance program, which is wider than any other country.
International Finance and Control is a very broad-oriented economical study program, and it really prepares you to work as the sort of financial and risk backbone of a company. So it learns you and prepares you to tell the story behind the numbers, make a risk analysis, and explain to people what the consequences of certain choices are. You get a combination of a couple of courses. So for example, you get management accounting, financial accounting, but you also get controlling, trainings in Power BI to learn how to make dashboards. You get skills training, so it's really a combination of all of this, and then implemented in projects that we develop together with companies from the region and international companies. And it all prepares you really to be the one on the table that advises the management team when it comes to making decisions and is asked for advice. It's really about the fact that we're good at combining the personal approach with preparing you for the real world, so involving the real world and the company life as of the start of your educational program, and that you really get a good knowledge set, so a lot of aspects that we teach you in depth, but that you learn how to apply it immediately. So that could be in the field of strategic management, operational management, but of course also finance, and you learn how to apply this in a project. You have to be able to be multidisciplinary. So of course you should have an interest when it comes to economical subjects and finance-related topics. But there's much more than this. What you have to be able to do is be the person that explains the story behind the numbers, give advice. So you have to be entrepreneurial, you have to be innovative, you have to be critical, analytical, and that's more than just being able to handle numbers well. It's even more important to be able to communicate well with people and get your message across.
What surprised me most about the program, the way that lecturers treat you, are willing to help you, that was the best. And also the way of the program that is well informed, that the student is really well informed before they start.
What is always really important for students that are going to start with any educational program is how difficult is it to find a job afterwards. And that is something which is really important for us, is that we can guarantee that 95% of our students have a fitting job within 3 months after they graduate. And we also see that a lot of students find their first job actually during their final internship that they do for school. And that's something that we're very proud of. The chances for a student on the job market are actually very versatile. So you see that the focus point of international finance and control is to prepare you to become a business controller, but the field that you can work in is much broader. We also see our students ending up in a very broad spectrum. They can become a treasurer, they can become a business analyst, a data manager, a risk analyst. They can work in audit, in consulting. So you really see that they end up on very different places in the working field. Well, some students that are studying international finance and control also choose to continue their study afterwards in a master's program. At Fontys Venlo, we have several options for them, so they can choose a MBM master program or an MBA master program, but also, as of this study year, a master in finance. So that really is a good continuation of the study program that we already have in-house. But there's also a lot of potential outside of the borders of Fontys Venlo, of course. We give students the chance with their Bachelor of Science actually to study everywhere in Europe, and the doors are opening, so the potential is great.